We import a lot of rice from outside. Therefore, if we empower our farmers, then it will mean that import will reduce. So we want to encourage our farmers. Let's all know this. We are working together between the national government, the county government, and the farmers. So the farmers should use the best practice so that we can get the best from this scheme.
As the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, we have a rice deficit plan. As you all know, currently we are importing over 700,000 metric tons. In this particular project, the aim of this project is to make sure we at least address 20% of that deficit. That is 140,000 metric tons by the time the whole project is done. Currently, the project, as the CS has just said, will by end of the month we'll be able to put 3,000 acres into production, and in the next 1.5 years we'll be able to put another 7,000 into production, bringing total production to 10,000, which will give us at least per year 50,000 metric tons. Then when we go to phase 2, which will also progressively start and take another 2 years, by the year 2027, we should be able to get to the 140,000 metric tons, which will be able to cover at least 20% of the deficit of the rice that we have in the country. Then also we have targeted the coastal region, mainly the Nzoia Irrigation scheme, where we intend to put another additional 25,000 acres into production. Also, we're also looking at areas like Ahero and many more other schemes. So we are confident that in the next 3 years we should be able to have rice production to a tune of 440 metric tons by 2027, and by 2032 we should be able to bring it to 1 million metric tons, making zero import of rice. Thank you.
We are looking forward, as he has said, in the next 3 or 4 weeks to move away from very high energy costs of irrigating our rice to gravitational. And that means improving production. From the farmer, as you have heard, whom we have had here, producing 40 bags per acre with a potential of 22,000 acres for this scheme. That can tell you what that is going to do to this country in terms of reducing the cost of food and also the cost of importing food from outside. As a county, what we have done is to make sure that we are putting farmers, strengthening their cooperatives. We have come up with a cooperative fund whereby the farmers will be able to access government credits at completely friendly, because food everywhere in the world is supported by government. And this is what we are doing. And in collaboration, of course, with the national government, the way we are talking here, we do not only want to make Busia one of the biggest rice-producing areas, but we also want to be food-reliant, and we want money to go directly to the farmers. That's why, under our school feeding program, we have started buying rice directly from cooperative or from farmers through their cooperatives. But we know that our cooperatives have had challenges here and there, so we are strengthening them. You have had the amendment at the national level on the Cooperative Act. We are doing the same in the county, making sure that the act is there to strengthen cooperatives and improve governance within cooperatives so that the farmers are benefiting directly from their sweat. On the issue of this paddy moving to Uganda and other places, that has been happening sometimes because there is no cash, ready cash. And that's why we are saying now, if we monetize the cooperatives through development partners, Cooperative Bank is on board, then the funds will be available so that there is no exploitation. And if a farmer like one of them who was explaining that even if you are getting subsidized fertilizer and sometimes you are not having cash, that should not be a problem. Because already what you have here is money. And you have seen in other sectors, sometimes you are paid even in advance depending on how your crop looks like. So it is strengthening that governance system and the whole value chain. And that's what we are working together to make sure that we are able to achieve.
As a government, we have also asked you, Waziri, as our priority, that we have a problem with the menace of birds. Where people they sometimes lose crops because of birds. If they could, this scheme is big, if they could just station one chopper here, or a plane, small plane, to be spraying specific days, that will also help our people to earn more.
This farmers land.
But this is the gazetted. The 530 is gazetted. Okay. It's among the whole Ahero, Western, Nzoia,
Ahero. When you heard Chama saying I gave them the education, when I was
on the
Buying directly from cooperatives, and we expect the benefits also to go directly to the farmers, so that we reduce a lot of middle.
That's the reason I always do my work to look
And looking from production to the market, and even reducing post-harvest losses. Yeah, you know, which is also in the data scheme thing, and that's what we are working together very closely.
ile inafikia kama mtu anamkanda basi ndio anakuja kama hivi na kila